Hello, hello, and welcome to the Rock Metal Podcast. I'm your host, John Harris, and today on the Rock Metal Podcast, we have, is it Muddy Brook? I should have asked. Is it Muddy Brook?
Muddy Brook, yes.
Okay, beautiful. That's what I thought. They have a new EP called Lunacy, which is going to be released this summer, and right now I'm being joined by Brooke and Anna to share some more information about this release and what they've got going on, as well as Brooke's war paint that she has on her face. So, ladies, welcome to the show.
Hi, John, you right? Thanks for having us on.
Hi, yeah, thanks.
Absolutely great to have you guys on, and I'm sure you get this question a lot. I guess I'll just throw it out there. I'll sound really mundane, but are you the Brooke that's in Muddy Brook?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm Brooke.
Okay. And I know it's a mundane, silly question, but I just thought, well, that's
kind
cool.
of threw me, to be honest.
Okay.
You threw me there.
Okay. Because obviously, I guess what that says is that you're the most important member in the band, and Anna has a little tear right now.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm just the bassist. I'm not important. Everyone forgets about bassist.
Beautiful. Okay. Now, one of the things that we had chatted about in the beginning was, I think what Emma had sent me was you guys are like rock and grunge, or alternative or something like that. I can't remember exactly, but I know the word grunge came up, and I could hear that very clearly. And I'm old, so I remember grunge, and you guys are kind of taking me back to that grunge era. And I was just curious, is that more of an accident, or did you guys really seek out that sound?
Well, for me, because I kind of formed the band last year, and I found Anna, and then I found Mary, and in my head, I've always wanted to be in a girl rock band, you see. So formed us three, and but I've always been a big fan of Pearl Jam and Alice in Chains, Counting Crows, you know, all that sort of those bands. So I really wanted to do on that sort of style, and it's just, you know, just lucky that Anna and Mary love the same sort of music as well. So we all clicked in that area, and got our grunge big muff pedals on our guitars and basses, didn't we? And we just went, wow, yeah, this is the sound we want.
Yeah, I think it just sort of fitted together, didn't it? And it was really easy to get that grunge sound, I think, because we have kind of had that sort of influence in grunge music. So it just kind of happened, I guess.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because it sounds terribly organic, and then to approach it, you know, in what year is it, 2021? It's kind of was wondering, man, are these girls like doing their research? They studied Pearl Jam, or is it more of an accident, and now we're calling it, hey, that sounds kind of grungy, and I don't know if I'm going to offend you or not?
Well, I think someone said the other day that the definition of grunge is punk, but with depression. And I quite like that. But yeah, it's all everything that goes along with it. It's the energy and the emotion that goes into the songs, as well as the on stage. You know, it's just the hair going everywhere, and it's an attitude as well as a genre, I think.
Yeah, someone did describe us as grunge pop as well, which is interesting.
Yeah. That's been around a bit.
Yeah.
Well, the interesting thing about that genre, aside from its geographical time-based location, you had to be in Seattle between the years of, like, you know, 1988 to 1994 or something, is it was a very popular genre. So it kind of had this name of, like, being grungy, because they were all lumberjacks wearing flannel and stuff. But
yeah, I'm pretty much always in flannel. Not today.
But the music definitely went somewhere. Everybody knows Nirvana. Everybody knows, I was going to say Foo Fighters, but because that was a later time, even though it's got Dave Grohl in it, doesn't count as grunge. So that's where we get that time and place genre element to it. But yeah, everybody knows.
You mentioned his favorite now.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Dave Grohl is he's my biggest inspiration in like music and stuff like that. So massive Dave Grohl fan.
Wow. Why is that? And what of his influence do you take into this EP?
I think The main reason why I love Dave Grohl, he's just sort of, he's very much like, go with whatever comes to your mind, go whatever comes out of you, just kind of not letting anything be too perfect, and kind of just, I don't know, it's more like the more how he sort of would kind of the approach in how he approaches music and how he approaches writing is very much like, just go with it, basically. Yeah. And I think that's why I love the Foo Fighters, because there's nothing too complicated, there's nothing too crazy going on. It's literally just all emotions, sort of, I don't know.
No, I agree with that, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Was that easy for you guys to let that emotion come through on the EP, or did you feel like it may be, I don't know, what's the word I'm looking for? Not necessarily embarrassing, but sometimes when you're putting yourself out there?
It's quite, daunting to do that, but no, I think, yeah.
Sorry, go on.
No, you go.
It's a different thing about Skype calls, isn't it? You don't know when he's talking or what, I don't know. I was going to say was our second single that we released last year, which is Devil, is about like a sensitive subject, really. It's about domestic violence, and it stemmed from one of my past experiences. So from that, I felt like a lot of anger came out in that. So that's probably like the emotional side of it, in saying that just that song. But a lot of the songs in the EP, we really mean all the lyrics. All the lyrics come from real experiences and things. So,
Is there a theme to the overall EP of Lunacy?
Yeah, just madness, really. I mean, we're big supporters of like the mental health and getting out there. But our latest single, Straight Jacket, is about anxiety and anxiety disorders. I'm really selling it, huh? But
well, you are. I mean, we jumped from having that emotion just flow through you like Dave Grohl does, which I think is why he's so authentic to people. He doesn't come across as calculated, even though he's one very smart cookie.
Yeah.
There is intention in like what tempos are at and things like that in his songs. And so there definitely is some calculation there. You don't get that famous by not calculating it a bit, but he comes across as authentic. And then we translate it into, okay, so this EP is called Lunacy. And you just mentioned that Devil is about domestic violence. So I was just curious, what is there a theme to the track, and you're going on right now about, the emotion that's involved in it. So it's connected, unless of course you guys feel I'm discombobulated a bit, but
no.
Oh yeah, no, yeah. There's a bit of lunacy in every song. You see, they're not all like sad in a way. It's like the domestic violence one. You can say that the guy who was domestically violent.
Yeah.
There you go. Was a lunatic in his own way.
Yeah.
But then you've also got Straight Jacket, which is about anxiety disorder from all our experiences, and that can make you feel disorientated. That's how we got the different time signature in it and made it sound a bit discombobulated, like you do feel when you've got anxiety. And it's all of our songs have got something in it that's about lunacy, and there's one called Liverpool Guy, and it's about not knowing what sexuality you are particularly, and it's just trying all different subjects of song, really.
Yeah. Cool. I was going to ask if maybe they were interrelated. Is the Liverpool guy the domestically violent guy who then caused the anxiety?
Hey, you could read into it like that.
Yeah.
And then, because I definitely picked up on the vibe in Devil. Like it's angsty. And you guys have this cool music video for it. What went into the music video? You guys just cleared out some furniture and jammed?
Literally, yeah. It's it was in my mum's furniture shop, that part. So yes, we did clean out the furniture from that room and played. Yeah. How did you know?
I think it was the accent wall that got me. That like 2005 red accent wall that was like all the rage in like 2005. Oh, we got to have an accent wall, and it was this god awful color that was just like blaring at you. And people were like, "But it's only one wall, so it makes it look great." And no, it doesn't. But it was 2005. There's a lot of things from 2005 that we.
You tell my mum that. I've been telling her that all this time. She's like, "No, it's staying."
See? Yeah. No, I bet that pegs your mom for. She's in her 60s.
56.
Okay.
Oh, I bet you want mommy to tell you that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well,
And I'm sure she doesn't look a day past 35. I bet she's a vibrant young woman.
no,
She
she's
looks spitting image to Brooke.
Wow.
Like,
All right.
yeah. Basically,
Cool.
look like twins.
Fantastic. But yeah, my parents are 60s, in their 60s. And yeah, we lived through that whole time of 2005. Now that we're getting some distance, we're like 15 years away from that. So now we're starting to get enough distance to go, ooh, you know?
yeah.
But the other cool thing, speaking of distance, is now you guys are on saying, I really love the music of the early 90s as we left the decadent 80s and stormed into what became the 90s, early 90s anyway, and saying, that's what we want to do. And with that distance, it sounds fresh.
Thank you. Yeah. Well, we take a lot of influences from newer bands as well, especially in the noughties and teenies. Do you call it teenies? I don't know. Like Papa Roach and those sort of bands, and a bit of Slipknot thrown in.
Mm-hmm.
But also 80s, Adamant. The Pretenders. All these sort of things are all coming to influences for us.
Yeah.
We've been talking a lot of the time. The newest single that we released is very Alice in Chains, which is cool.
Yeah, people are saying it sounds like Soundgarden, which I'm happy with.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That, isn't it?
Better get your spoons out.
Spoon man.
Dun, dun, dun. And now for this one, I guess you guys just commissioned an artist to do, because the lyric video is almost like a cartoon. A little more stationary, but it looks like a cartoon.
Yeah.
Yeah, someone drew that one for us. Yeah, I was quite surprised how much detail they put into it. To be honest.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it looks really, really happy with it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Now, kind of a silly question, maybe not a silly question. In writing this EP, was it just catharsis for you guys, or was it a call to action, or maybe a bit of both?
I feel like it just had to be written. I think we all had a bit of each song in us, and it was just it wrote itself in a way. I feel.
I think especially Devil, for you, because it was such a personal sort of experience. It kind of just flowed straight out of us, whereas some of the other ones we had to did quite a lot of reworking and with things that we weren't quite happy with. But I think because there's one that we have called Fake It, that we that took us a long time to get that right, because I think because it's not quite as personal. I mean, they're all very personal songs, but I think Devil is more personal to you especially than, so I think that one just came out straight away.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But yeah, the tracks on the EP, we've got Devil, we've got Straight Jacket, we've got Turn to Dust, we've got Liverpool Guy, and we've got Fake It. And Liverpool Guy and Fake It are the only ones people haven't heard yet. So it'll be exciting when we can release it and get a couple of more out for it too.
Now, for those that haven't heard it, but they've heard Straight Jacket and they've heard Devil, is that what we should expect musically, sonically?
Yeah, very much so.
Yeah.
It's quite very similar to Devil and Straight Jacket, but Liverpool Guy is a bit more punk, modern, but not punk shouty. How's your mother punk? Not how's your mother. I don't know.
It's a bit less depressing, isn't it? I think Liverpool Guy was the one that we sort of all said, oh, that we need that song in there to lighten the mood a bit.
Yeah.
You don't want people getting depressed listening to our record. Come on, guys. Let's do this. Now, something, Brooke, that you had mentioned in the beginning was that you formed the band not too long ago. Obviously, a really good time to do so.
Yeah, tell me about it.
But oddly enough, you were able to find everybody, it seems, pretty quickly and a really good fit. And you said specifically that you wanted to do an all-female band. What's that been like? Is it everything that you thought it would be, hope it would be? Was it difficult?
It's great. I love it. And I don't feel like we've fully felt the all-girl thing yet, because we've not done one gig, which is scary because we've got headline gigs coming up now. But we've all got past experience from gigging anyway. But when I imagined an all-girl rock band, I just thought it'd be cool. It's just without being cheesy, it's girl power, if you like, being on stage and having to just have them in the palm of your hand and be all girls and just, give it to them like, we can rock as hard as the men.
Yeah. If not even harder.
Hopefully.
Yeah. Because I have a daughter, and I think there's a lot of social programming that goes into trying to erase what people come out as, personally. Because raising a daughter has allowed me to see a lot of the social programming that we have that says, for example, that girls can't rock as hard as men. Well, my daughter's actually probably more of a man than my son is.
Yeah.
If that's if that's the case, but that doesn't make my son any less, that's just who he is.
Yeah.
It's just always been there, hasn't it? And it just needs to change.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. That's right. Be the change you want to see in the world.
Yeah.
Even though Gandhi was hardcore Hindu, which meant he probably wasn't the best towards his wife. But anyway, carrying on.
On that bombshell.
On that bombshell. Everybody likes to glorify Gandhi, and I've read enough about him where I'm like, I don't know. Cool. So we chatted about being in an all-girl rock band. We chatted about grunge music. We actually chatted a bit about domestic violence, and obviously, especially with what's been going on as of late, if somebody's listening in and they know somebody who's involved in a situation like that, or you yourself are involved in a situation like that, as difficult as it can seem to be, try to do something. So I guess, Brooke, what's your advice for that?
It's hard to know when you're in that situation. You can't particularly get out as easy as people think, but just follow your gut. And sometimes your gut lies to you, that sort of people, you just don't know, what you're feeling towards them or whatever, but just, talk to people and tell them what you're experiencing and see what they say, and they'll, and there's people to call, and if you just Google it, and there's people to call and they'll help you more than you'd ever expect. They just help you so much,
Mm-hmm. So is that you chatted with some people and they said that's not normal, and you were okay with that? Did you fight that?
Well, yeah, there's a few people approach me and says, this is controlling behavior, and you sure you want to, be in this? And yeah, it's a bit, I don't know. It's a difficult thing to talk about, really, but yeah, Devil's about it. And once I wrote Devil, and I felt like I got all my anger out into that, and now I feel like it's behind me now. So
good. Yeah. Fan-freaking-tastic. We chatted about the song Devil, the music video with the awesome accent wall from 2005. We chatted about Straight Jacket and the cartoon artwork-ish thing going on with there that I'd almost call it a music video rather than a lyric video, but I get the whole thing, right? And we chatted about the EP Lunacy as a whole. I have this releasing this summer. Do you guys know about when in the summer we should be expecting the drop?
It'll be definitely in August. With times of because we're having vinyl created for it as well. So this is whenabouts in August. We're not entirely sure yet, but it'll be in August definitely. Yeah.
Okay, and you guys are getting some vinyl, which is a massive move for an EP with a brand new band. That's expensive.
It's a limited run, so.
Okay. Is there a label behind that?
No, we've all saved up a lot. Like, well, I have saved up a lot, and you know, over the years, because I could see this band in my head, and saved up a lot for it, and this is just a big push, really.
Okay.
So hopefully, when we've recorded some demos after all this, and hopefully, you know, someone will pick us up. I don't know, and support us along with it. You know, but for now, it's a big push for us.
Sorry, guys. Speaking of my little lady, I think she's around here somewhere. Oh, is that a little lady? Come on, come here.
Oh,
yeah. There's my little girl. She's gonna be a year old, and my stunning wife, who is just behind her. Hi, sweetie. This is Muddy Brook. They are a alt rock grunge trio. Yeah. Do you have any questions? No? Okay. That's all right. Reason I'm asking is, well, number one, that's expensive to do vinyl. But the other thing is I know of a label or two that I could get you guys in touch with that I think would be a really good fit if that's something that you'd be interested in. And
yeah.
Cool. And then you send them your stuff. I think Emma's pretty much already got it figured out. You just take all of Emma's work and you just shuckle it off. And you just, you know. If Emma's listening in, love you. Thank you for putting together all of that stuff. And then, and then it'll get you heard. And if they feel that, yes, sweetie, if they feel that you're a fit, then, you know, you can have a conversation.
No, that's cool. That'd be great if you could pass us those contacts over. Yeah,
I think so. I dig the music. I like the production on it, and chatting with you ladies. You seem like good quality people.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Yeah. I mean, I can't judge Mary. I can't judge Mary. I don't know.
she's yeah.
Cool.
She's got very dry humor, hasn't she, Mary?
Yeah.
Oh, and we would get along super well.
Yeah.
I'm told I have British humor, which is kind of funny. But I mean, I'm Canadian, so I guess it couldn't be too far off.
Maybe. Or a bit of French humor. I don't know.
Yeah, or a bit of French humor.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. True story. One of my friends in the UK, he actually runs a label as well in the UK. They're more industrial-ish, so I don't think it would be a good fit. But I actually could reach out to him too. But yeah, I said something to him once. He's like, your humor is so dry. Sometimes I don't know. And I was like, that's kind of a compliment. If somebody from London is telling me that they don't know if I'm joking or not, that's kind of a compliment, isn't it?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Beautiful. All right, so gang.
Clever humor.
Yeah. Sweet. All right, so gang. Chatted about Straight Jacket, Devil, the EP Lunacy. We chatted about girl rock bands, right? You gonna be in a girl rock band?
Yeah.
Future member of Muddibrook.
That's right. You could be a member of Muddibrook.
Maybe she's the guitarist we always needed.
That's right.
The lead guitarist.
Yeah. Fill out the sound. Because keyboards aren't grunge, man. That's not cool. Yeah. Maybe an organ player. You could be in a grunge band with an organ player, maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We chatted a bit about mental health, anxiety, domestic violence, and what else we chat about? Yeah. Did we cover everything, ladies?
Yeah, I think so, yeah. I mean, you can find all our music on our website, which is MUDDIBROOKE.com, and our Facebook page and Twitter and Instagram is all, if you search Muddy Brook, we'll be there. And we'll be touring in the next couple of years, maybe in America, we'll see, but and Canada.
Mm-hmm. I think Canada's safer.
Yeah.
All right, gang. Thank you so much for coming on to the Rock Metal Podcast today.
Oh, thank you very much for having us.
Yeah, thanks.
Appreciate it.